What's up, banjo players? Let's talk banjo playing posture. You've probably seen the banjo played in many different ways and held in many different ways. It's probably because there are many different kinds of people who play the banjo, all different sizes and shapes and ages and abilities. There's a lot of variables there. Same with banjos themselves. The instrument is, there's a lot of variation in the design of each individual banjo and the way that it sounds and it's shaped and etc. and how heavy it is. So over and over again though, for old time open back banjos, I see open back meaning no resonator. So if you can see the skin, then it's an open back. I see old time players play like this. They have it resting on their right thigh and sort of pinched between their right thigh and their right bicep. See how I don't have to hold it up with my left hand? It allows for a lot of freedom going up and down the neck because there's less friction because you're not holding up the weight of the banjo. So I can just sit like this all day, and sometimes, to rest, I'll hold it up like this. But this is a good posture. It feels pretty good. There's two reasons why I would recommend it. One, I think it's a little more symmetrical than this. Asymmetrical postures are typically less ergonomic. You're going to maybe get some back issues or some arm issues or a tennis elbow or something or shoulder. I'm not physical therapist, but I have spent my whole life with musician body pain. So I can tell you that I think symmetrical posture is generally better. So I think this is pretty good. And, you have these brackets on your banjo. Most of the time you'll have a bracket on your banjo. I have probably too many on mine, but it helps kind of keep in place. So, the other reason why I would recommend this playing posture is for open back banjos. The sound bounces off the skin. That's just like on any banjo. So you got sound projected out, but you also have sound projected back. With a resonator, you have this resonating chamber that will shoot the sound back out. But with an open back, it just sends it backwards. So if you have your banjo like this, it's going to be muted by your tummy. So if you have it over here, then there's all this, all these rich bass tones that are going to come out the back here and then, work their way over to the people's ears who are listening. So I think it sounds a little richer if you have it unmuted by your belly and have it up here. So those are the two reasons: ergonomics and the sound. So that's how I hold it, and that allows my hand to play more or less where the fingerboard meets, the neck meets the body, and I'll play in different positions, but I mostly hang out in this general area for clawhammer playing, so I think it works pretty well. Let's talk about where to put your left hand. So like I said before, your left hand shouldn't have to hold up the banjo. What I like to do is I like to have the hand knuckle of your index finger be where the neck, the underside of the fingerboard, that's where the neck rests, and I sort of slide up and down the fingerboard on that knuckle. On the other side of the fingerboard, I have my thumb. And this knuckle, this middle knuckle of my thumb, that sort of does a light pinch on the other side, not dissimilar to like how one would hold a violin. You can even see. Well, I'm not going to try to get the right angle, but there's a tiny little bit of room there. I could probably fit my finger in between this fleshy part, and the neck of the banjo. So just a tiny amount of friction just enough to anchor yourself, but not enough to slow you down. The way that we'll get into this more later, but the way the banjo's set up and tuned, there's just like constant position switching that is necessary, even if you're just playing in the first 5 frets, because the frets are spaced apart. You have to be able to move around a lot, even if you're only playing in the lower register of the instrument. So, yeah, this is your basic playing posture. Good luck out there.